welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day myself. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how you're doing down below in the comment section. But I just recently uploaded today a video about the Balangiga Bells. I did not know what it was about. I watched the video, I reacted to it, I cried. It was terrible. A terrible story. A lot of Filipinos, men, died, and the bells were basically stolen. Not basically, they were stolen, and they were basically held in the United States for I don't know how long. And I had to do more research because it was like ripping at my heart, because it was a little bit older video that I reacted to, and I wanted to know, well, what's happened since? And I found a couple videos, and I actually had, coincidentally, a subscriber of mine requested me to react to Duterte to U.S. return to Balangiga Bells, and I was doing more research, and I guess the bells have been returned, so that brings me some joy to my heart. So what we're going to do, we're going to react to Duterte's speech about returning the Balangiga Bells, and then in this same video, right after the speech, we're going to react to them being returned. That first video I reacted to earlier today, it made me sad. It made me feel dark inside. It made me feel ashamed because I did not know the history. I did not know what happened, and I did not know we still held the bells. And like they said in that video, it represents so much to the Filipino people, the Filipino heart, the Filipino soul. Those bells should have been back in the Philippines very long ago. So maybe some of you have never heard of the Balangiga Bells, and I apologize, I'm saying it a little weird. But we're going to learn together. So let's check this out. Let's react to it. Let's listen to Mr. Duterte. Absolutely love this president, as you know. Let's do this.
Give us back those Balangiga Bells.
Yes. Absolutely.
They are ours. They belong to the Philippines.
Absolutely.
They are part of our national heritage. In 1901, there was known as Balangiga, and that is Eastern Samar.
Yes.
It was the time for philippine-american war, a combined group of Filipino villagers and guerrillas, and an effort to defend Samar Island from the alien invaders.
Right.
Attacked and overwhelmed a U.S. United States infantry garrison. 48 American officers and men were slain in the attack. On the Filipino side, the casualty count was 28 killed and 22 wounded. In retaliation, U.S. gunboats and patrols were sent to Balangiga, Samar, with the order to make a desert of Balangiga and to reduce Samar Island into an island of howling wilderness, where every male citizen from the age of 10 and above and capable of bearing arms would be put to death. The church bells of Balangiga were seized by the Americans as spoils of war. Those bells are reminders of the gallantry and heroism of our forebears, who resisted the American colonizers.
Yes.
And sacrificed their lives in the process. Krag against Bolo. Krag was the standard rifle issue to the American troops. And that is how the historians describe it.
That's just terrible, horrible. There's no other way to explain it, you know. Not only do the Americans come in and they slaughter everybody, but then they take something that represents so much to the Philippine people and they just take it as a bounty to be cruel, as a trophy probably, and that's just terrible. And for the Philippines to be an ally and a friend, that should have been returned a long time ago. But we're gonna go into this next, it makes me feel so dark inside, you know, because I love being an American. America does good things, but they've done terrible things, and I'm ashamed of this part, among some other parts. But we're gonna go on to the next video. We're gonna react to the next video, and I guess from the title of the video that the bells have been returned, so that's amazing. That's heartwarming, and I want to get to that part, but never forget about this part of it, because this should be remembered, and that's all I got to say about that part. But let's go into the returning of the bells now.
His Excellency Gabriel Cacha, Apostolic Nuncio of the Philippines, National Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, and the other members of the Cabinet, Eastern Samar Governor Marcelo Picadar,
Yes.
U.S. Deputy Chief of Mission John Law, Balangiga Mayor Randy Grasa,
This is so...
Most Reverend Archbishop Romulo Valles,
This is such a great moment.
my personal spiritual guidance counselor. The people of the wonderful town of Balangiga.
Yes.
Mabuhay kayong lahat. I share your happiness and
Yes.
joy today. The other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, maopay mga kulok hiyaong nga katawan.
Wow.
I was born here, but on the other side of the islands, I do not know what dialect you have adapted here. Tig, waray kalipay. Antod karol, ara-ana ang kalipay nato. Today's gathering is indeed a time to be truly sentimental
Yes.
as we welcome back our Balangiga Bells.
Oh, that's so
It has been 117 years since these bells were taken away from us. Yet we never lost hope that someday these treasures will be returned to where they belong.
Look
We
at
know
it.
fully well that several efforts to return the bells have been made by both American and the Philippines. It has been indeed a long and tedious process, to the point that the outcome was disappointing sometimes.
Yes. And that's just amazing to me that Filipinos were trying to get the bell. There was a few Americans trying to return the bell and nothing was happening. Why? Why? I mean, it's just a magical moment now. I don't want to stop it because, I mean, if you look at the bell, it's beautiful, and knowing the meaning and what it means to people, it's all that much more amazing. It
But
is.
the long wait is over. The rest of the Filipino nation joins the Diocese of Borongan in celebrating this historic event. Indeed, this victory is the result of the optimism and solidarity and patriotism of those behind the bell's return.
Yes.
Just when our forefathers fought for freedom against foreign domination more than a century ago. But let me be very clear on this. There are some who are the floor loaders and the pedantic in the government. You know, the bells are returned, and it was really because of the fervent prayers of the entire Filipino nation.
Yes. I believe in that. I believe in that.
Nobody can claim a singular credit for the generous act of the Americans. The bells are returned. The credit goes to the American people and to the Filipino people. Period.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. Duterte.
On behalf of a great nation, I thank all the stakeholders who continued to ensure the return of the Balangiga Bells to the country. The homecoming of these artifacts is truly a milestone in the shared and meaningful history of the United States and the Philippines, and heralds a new and more vibrant chapter in our bilateral relations.
Yes, please.
More than just a part of the Balangiga Church, these bells are significant element in our country's religious and historical narrative. They are our enduring symbol of our history and treasures. I therefore trust that our kababayans in Balangiga and the rest of the country will ensure the protection of these gems and will continue to preserve and promote our culture and history. I congratulate the Filipino people for forging a history that could all forever be proud of. I am sure that our ancestors are celebrating with us here.
Yes.
On this remarkable victory, and that does not only bring back the glory of the town of Balangiga, but also contributes in the full restoration of our dignity as a Filipino. Daghang salamat sa Amerika, daghang salamat kaninyong tanan, daghang salamat sa Filipino, mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Yes. Oh, I love that speech, you know, because he told the history, the dark, deep history, and he told about the struggle of getting the bells there, and then getting the bells, and saying, you know, it's through the whole Philippine nation of prayers, and yes, it is. And then he was so humble to give credit to some American and and the Filipinos, and look forward to better friendships, basically, with the United States. And that's what I want, because if you watch my videos and you watch certain videos, you know how much it means to me. And if you don't know why the Philippines means what it means to me, then you need to go back and watch the videos. It's a big part of my life. It's a big part of my life here because my family, they're Filipino, and it just means a lot. And it's sad to see that history, but it's also happy to see this new history of the bells returning. But anyway, what's your thoughts? I can barely hold tears back. You probably can hear it in my voice. But let me know what you're thinking down below. I love each and every one of your comments. Sometimes you get bad comments, but I know that's just trolls, and that's just part of it. But anyway, if you want to join Max Reaction family, hit the subscribe button, become part of the family, and I'll see you next time. Peace.